slipped away. Tried to breathe but felt the fate. Next thing I knew, my soul got made. They laid me back. My eyes went wide. Now I float where the carry-on's high. I'm a ghost on a jet plane floating high, past the wings and exit sign. No return and no champagne. Tray table down in the spirit lane. I'm a ghost on a jet plane, watch me glide. Tapping shoulders in the sky. They cleared the aisle, dropped the tray, slid me flat without delay. Four real docs rushed down the line with stethoscopes and hopes in mind. They shocked my chest, began the drill, but my soul had climbed the hill. They pushed and counted round and round with latex gloves and steady ground. Compression deep, machine on blast. Still my pulse had long since passed. They gave it all, they earned their keep while I was floating at 30,000 feet. I'm a ghost on a jet plane snack car ride, floating past the ginger side. No more belts and no more pain, haunting rows in the astral plane. I'm a ghost on a jet plane full of glee. First class now belongs to me. They wrapped me tight in airline blue, behind the curtain near the loo. Each time folks came to take a leap, they shuffled by and tried not to peek. A bump, a sway, a sideway glance, while I dance my ghostly dance. I'm a ghost on a jet plane cabin breeze, tapping heads and jamming knees. Tray tables up but I stay down, smiling wide in a vapor gown. I'm a ghost on a jet plane bouncing through turbulence, that's my cue. I flick the lights, I chill the air, leave fingerprints on silverware. I ride the cart when no one's near and haunt the seat behind your ear. The crew kept calm and served with grace while skipping past my curtain place. They poured the drinks, ignored my row, and smiled like there's no ghost in tow. The landing gear began to hum as I hummed to Undead and Numb. I'm a ghost on a jet plane flying free, haunting rows from A to Z. No more landing, no more gate, eating souls at 68. I'm a ghost on a jet plane here to stay. Welcome to your final trade.
Wow, we got a lot to talk about. How are you guys doing tonight? Happy rare as fuck Monday. I'm having my first drink of the night, and boy, do I need it. I need a ton of these. Oh, fuck. God dang it. Shucksy darn fudge. Cheers to you. Let's take a couple of these. Yep. That's a Death Squad mug. If you want to get a Death Squad mug, go to DEATHSQUAD.tv. What a... that was not planned. What a inappropriate place to go to get a mug. Just go to ShopSquad.tv. We have mugs, but we also have the new fucking long sleeve shirt. You guys have been fucking going crazy for it. I think tonight's episode, that's Plays of Kill Tony. I think I'm wearing this. If you want this jam band long sleeve, go to shopsquad.tv or deathsquad.tv. We also have the shirt one back in stock with the white army poo. Look at the white army poo. It's not blue anymore. It's white. Look at that inappropriate hat that Janice is wearing. This is already this is not good. Go to shopsquad.tv, or again, you could always just go to DEATHSQUAD.tv, and right at the top, if I can get back there, you can click on Shop Squad right here. If you're watching Kill Tony tonight, did you watch Kill Tony tonight? Tonight's episode was amazing. I think it's ending right now, or it just ended. Giannis Papas, Brian Simpson. What a great episode. Love this episode. A lot of fun. You click on the Kill Tony logo, go to youtube.com/KillTony. You can go to Spotify, Apple Music, or DeathSquad.tv for every past episode. Also, Sunset Strip Comedy Club. It's a comedy club I own downtown Austin. I have a show every single Thursday. Please come to my secret show. You've heard about me talk about this probably on Kill Tony. It's like 15 plus comedians. The show goes all night. It's comedy store styles, like what I call it. We open the doors and it just goes all night. A lot of fun, a lot of surprises. This week, we are back Thursday. Last week, Enrique Chacon covered it for me because I went to London. And that's where the story begins. But first, subscribe to my new YouTube page, Catbread Music. Please. It's just my silly AI music, like the song you just heard that I just did today. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. London. Last time I went to London, we went to Ireland. Went to Ireland and did Kill Tony in Ireland, Manchester, and London. Was with Tony and Jeremiah, Joel Jimenez, and going city to city. We got horrible food poisoning the first night in Ireland. Ireland was cool, but we all woke up the next day with horrible, horrible food poisoning. We still, instead of going to the doctors and to the hospital, we should always probably have gone to the hospital. Looking back at it, I was puking in bags and hiding it on the airplane. I mean, I've talked about this before, but it's a whole long story. That is also when Brody Stevens died. That one of my best friends, Brody Stevens, died. And we all had food poisoning at the same time, the exact same days. And then we went to London, and I don't really remember much of London. I was feeling better by that time. The food poisoning has gone away, but we were all just worn out, not only because of the food poisoning and us almost all dying. When I say we're all almost all dying, all of us, 5 minutes before the show in Manchester, and you should check that episode because we'd probably talk about it. I don't know if we talked about it. Maybe we did. But all of us were laying on the floor like dead bodies because of food poisoning, how fucked up we were. And we all had to just stand up, smile, and do a show because we were brokesters. And we can't just cancel our theater gigs. It cost us a lot of money to go out there, and, you know, that would have ruined us. So that's the reason why we didn't go to the hospital. Times have changed. Thank God. But London was okay, but came back, and I've always hated that weekend. And going to London just is like, reminds me of that and this. And luckily, we went to London, did Kill Tony. We did the O2 Arena last night, by the way. How crazy is that? I was doing it last night. I was doing the O2 Arena in London. This all has happened. Was it last night? It was Saturday night. Shit, I don't even know what day it is. Fuck. 6-hour difference. Saturday night. God, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Flew back, though, immediately because I was in and out. I want to fly in, do the show, get out of there as fast as possible. I also have always said that London, to me, when I go to another country, I want to go somewhere in the future. And London has always been like, everything's really old, beautiful buildings, but everything's really old. And, I like going in the future. I like Asian countries. Like I want to go to Korea and Japan and China and shit like that. But when I'm in London, I feel like I'm on a school field trip to a historical society somewhere. I don't know. I'm just a negative Nancy. Almost died in London. My friend died in the US. The food there is a joke. I tried some of the fanciest restaurants, hated everything. It got so bad that I actually started ordering American food just to trick me. And one of my favorite things is going to McDonald's and different places that don't have this. I mean, they have different menus than we do in the United States. So it's always fun to try all the different things that we don't have in the US and probably would never have. I made a video about it. Just look at that. Look how beautiful London is. I put this on my YouTube page, McDonald's London Taste Test. This is just a dumb video I made. Tired as fuck. I just landed the night before. My body's out of whack. I can't sleep. So I was like, you know what? I can't eat any more London food. I have to get something normal. Let's make a YouTube video about me eating all the McDonald's shit. What's going on, guys? It's Bloggy Brian coming to you from London with a McDonald's taste test. This is something I love to do when I'm in a different country, is to check out McDonald's and see all the different menu items. Probably one of the worst candy. All right, here's banana shake. Paper straw. All right, let's just see if it tastes any different. Delicious. All right, I'm sorry. Big flavor. Here's all the things I'm ready to try. Me at all. So it's kind of unfortunate for that, but we'll try it out. We got something called the Steakhouse Stack. Sounds great. The McSpicy Frank's Red Hot Edition. We also have a Big Flavor Wrap, which is kind of like, I think, the U.S. version of the Crunch Wrap. No, it's Snack Wrap, Brian. I think it's coming back to McDonald's in the U.S. I also got these things called cheesy garlic bread dippers. Wow, those sound amazing. And a banana milkshake, which I'm not a huge banana fan. I mean, I like it's okay, but I want to say I like banana milk, but banana milkshakes? Nah, dog. McDonald's milkshake banana? That's kind of interesting. And of course, I got the regular French fry just to see if it tastes any different. Ooh. I also got a sweet curry sauce. That sounds amazing. I'm sure I'm going to love that one. And a rich tomato dip, which I don't know if that means ketchup or what. What? So we got two sauces also. I also got something I didn't get at McDonald's, but... And I already miss Tango. If anyone knows anything more about Tango, I haven't done the research yet. I'm sure I can just find out later, but that's a good orange soda. It's spicier or something. I don't know. I like that one. Maybe it's just the bottle I drank it out of. I like Tango. It's so delicious. It's called Tango Orange. It's like an orange soda. So I'll be drinking some of that too. Let's start off with the milkshake, just because. All right, I'm just going to show you the milkshake of this. If you want to watch the whole thing, it's on my YouTube, youtube.com/Redban. Not to be confused with my new YouTube page, Cat Bread Music. I'm just kidding. Just watch this. It's melting. I do notice everywhere I go in London, paper straws everywhere. Which I guess that's in the U.S. also, but in Texas, I don't really see paper straws as much in Texas. Maybe I'm just spoiled for that reason. All right, let's check this out. McDonald's banana milkshake. Ooh. It's pretty much exactly what you would imagine. The banana flavor is very strong and fake.
It tastes a lot like circus peanuts, which is probably one of the
Fuck
worst
circus
candy.
peanuts. That's the worst candy.
Halloween candy
Halloween
in the
candy
world.
in the world. For sure.
It tastes a lot, it's like circus peanut milkshake.
Disgusting. That's what I want. That sounds awful.
Do not like.
Do not like that at all. I don't even want to think about that ever again.
And I'll have to give that a, you know what? I'll go with a 3.
And I like banana milk. I just don't like when it's circus peanut bananas. Anyways, did that video. Did Kill Tony. Don't want to talk too much about Kill Tony, but Kill Tony was crazy. Arena shows are crazy. And I will talk some other day about some other things that happened. Maybe I'll talk about it in part 2 of Virtual Redban tonight. Actually, that's what I'll do. Tonight in part 2, I'll talk about some like little details and stuff and things I did do in London that were crazy. Met the little guy. Is that what they call him? Is it little guys? I don't want to say digits, dwarf midgets, or whatever they're called. Digits. I don't want to say digits. Is that like a hip term that the kids are using? Man, just call them digits. It's like they're GFLBDSP, whatever, BP. So a lot of fun things that we did do. But after the show, after Kill Tony, we had a little after party. Went to a crazy cool place. Shout out The Box. Love The Box. What a fun, crazy place that is. Didn't sleep at all. Because of the time change and everything, on the flight to London, I think it's really hard. Because we left at 4 o'clock and it immediately became nighttime. And it's like 6 o'clock and everyone's just going to sleep. I'm like, I can't sleep at 8 o'clock. So it was really hard. The way back, I was like, I'm just going to do my favorite thing to do when I have a long plane trip. And that is to get really drunk. Have a horrible hangover. No sleep, horrible. And that's what I thought I did. I think I did it perfect. Because this time, I slept through the first meal. Like when I sat down in my little cubby hole, I was doing business class. First time ever doing a business class on a long flight where you have your own little like cubby hole. It's like you have your own little office space and you could shut your little door and your whole seat goes all the way back flat and you could stretch out. I mean, I'm 5'8", but there was so much room. Like I think even people over 6 feet won't even hit anything. It's like bigger than a king size bed. It seemed. Maybe it's not. Who knows? But very comfortable. Only thing I wish I had 2 pillows. I bet I could have asked. Can I get 2 pillows? Brian needs to hold. I don't have my pregnancy pillow with me. I need to make a big pillow fortress. Stewardess. And all the stewardess were from London. They were all like, gibbity goo goo. And I'm like, excuse me? Gibbity goo goo goo. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? Goobity, do you want a Sprite? Goobity goo. Oh, Sprite, yes. And then she'll bring me back like a bagel with salmon and all this crap that it was just the worst food. The menu was created by British chefs. And then it's airplane food style. Oh my God. I hated everything on the plane. Was worse. It was worse. It was the movie Airplane. You remember the movie Airplane? One of the things that haunted me about the movie Airplane, one of my favorite movies, by the way, I grew up loving, was it the Zucker brothers? Is that what they were? I don't even remember. They did Naked Gun, they did Top Secret, they did all that fun shit. But there was that one movie when I grew up, before I even flew. I have never even flown before. I have never even flown before. That's how crazy it is. When I saw this movie about airplanes. Hold on, I'm getting some queued up. Okay. I have to play this clip a little slower so I don't get copyright stroke. So this movie is what taught me what flying on an airplane was. I saw this many times as a kid. I'd never been on an airplane, and my first time on an airplane was when I was like 13 or something. This movie came out a long time ago. Here's the scene, though, that haunted me about airplanes the most.
Dr. Rummick, Mr. Hammond ate fish, and Randy said there were 5 more cases, and they all had fish, too.
Yeah, the co-pilot had fish. What did the navigator have?
He had fish.
All right. Now we know what we're up against. Every passenger in this plane who had fish for dinner will become violently ill in the next half hour.
Just how serious is it, Doctor?
Extremely serious. Starts with a slight fever, dryness of the throat. As the virus penetrates the red blood cells, the victim becomes dizzy. He begins to experience an itching, a rash. From there, the poison goes to work on the central nervous system, causing severe muscle spasms, followed by the inevitable drooling. At this point, the entire digestive system collapses, accompanied by uncontrollable flatulence. Until finally, the poor bastard is reduced to a quivering, wasted piece of jelly.
There it is.
I'll go back to the passenger seat.
All my nerves were fried, my lips turned gray. Pressed the light, then slipped away. Tried to breathe, but felt the fate. Next thing I knew, my soul got made. They laid me back. My eyes went wide. Now I float where the carry-on's high. I'm a ghost on a jet plane floating high, past the wings and exit sign. No return and no champagne. Tray table down in the spirit lane. I'm a ghost on a jet plane, watch me glide. Tapping shoulders in the sky. They cleared the aisle, dropped the tray, slid me flat without delay. 4 real docs rushed down the line with stethoscopes and hopes in mind. They shocked my chest, began the drill, but my soul had climbed the hill. They pushed and counted round and round with latex gloves and steady ground. Compression deep, machine on blast. Still my pulse had long since passed. They gave it all, they earned their keep while I was floating at 30,000 feet. I'm a ghost on a jet plane, snack car and served with grace while skipping past my curtain place. They poured the drinks, ignored my row, and smiled like there's no ghost in tow. The landing gear began to hum as I hummed to Undead and Numb. I'm a ghost on a jet plane flying free, haunting rows from A to Z. No more landing, no more gate, eating souls at 68. I'm a ghost on a jet plane here to stay. Welcome to your final train.
All right. That was fun. Now let's talk about what happened. I was sleeping on the airplane. I finally fell asleep. The flight, I think, was about 10 and a half hours, 11 and a half hours. I've not said this all together as a story yet. So this is my first time explaining what happened as good as I can. And I'm going to try to be nice about it because it's a real person. And it was really fucked up. I'm sleeping. I think I had slept at this point, I would guess, 6 hours. Suddenly, I heard the ding dong. Excuse me. Hold on. Excuse.
Excuse me, is there any doctors on board? Excuse me, do we have any doctors on board? Wake the fuck up, doctors.
And I was like, huh? And then I was like, doctors on board. I've heard that a few times. You guys ever, in the chat, have you guys ever heard that on an airplane where they need doctors on board? It's usually like a diabetic needle or, you know, something minor, but not. I never had it super serious. And, but I was kind of laid back, had a pillow, had a wrapped up hoodie on one arm. I tried to make my own like my own pregnancy pillow. I tried to make all the pillows using hoodies and stuff. And I had my face mask on and I had my headphones on that weren't even playing anything. I was just using them for the sound isolation. And I'm sitting there like, you know, because I had made myself a nest, and that's the only way I can sleep on my back if I make a nest somehow. If I prop certain things up, I don't die. But suddenly, all these people right next to me. And I was in one of those Delta airline, what are they called? Hold on. I want to show you, kind of explain to you what I was in. Yeah. So, yeah, Walk With Me Tim. You guys know Walk With Me Tim? This crazy guy. I like him. He's nuts. He shows it. Oh, God. He's complaining about it. Anyway, it's like your own little booth. It's nice. You have a big TV. You have all these different compartments. This whole chair just starts going flat, and you kind of go under, like that's where this lady's head in the back, that's where her feet go. It's like it goes in this like weird compartment over here. It's badass. I love the design. Every seat though on an airplane should be this though. This should not be just business class. This is how every seat should be, in my opinion. Flying should be fun and comfortable. And you even have a game controller. Look at this. That's your remote. You could also play video games on it. Like, you could watch movies. I watched Captain America, and they had a Hummer in it. And I was like, oh my God, there's a Hummer. When did Captain America get black? All right, we're getting off topic. So I'm sitting here, and right here, you guys see my cursor? Right here, where that seat is next to me, was the guy that was having health problems. And that's why they needed a doctor. And at this time, I was just going, huh? All these people are rushing. And like, I'm a doctor. I'm just a general practice doctor. And this guy out of nowhere, this chiseled man, he looked like a fucking doctor. And he goes, I'm a surgeon. And I'm like, oh my damn, look at that guy. And I think his girlfriend, who looked like she was a doctor, was next to him. And they just looked like doctor meat. And then there was two other doctors, and they were more like, I think, general practicers. And I think only one of them was, maybe. And the other guy was just his like brother or something that looked just like him. I don't know, lover. Maybe, I don't even know if he was a general practicer. He might have been just like a foot doctor, or he cracks your back. Yeah, he's one of those doctors. He's a chiropractor. That's a joke. Never mind. So then the stewardess, all the British women, they're all like, okay, we need to work together. And I know they're not being mean. That's just how their voice is. But I'm not around the British accent enough, that much. But everything they say seems like it makes their voice, at least for women, make them seem like they're always like angry at you or something. I don't know. I was half asleep, half drunk. I'm like, duh, what's going on? But they were like, stand back, don't touch. And I think it was because they brought out one of those shocking machines to shock this guy's heart. The guy, who I later found out was older, I don't know what happened up to this point. I'm guessing he fell asleep, but I didn't know anything. I don't know any information up to the point I woke up. I do see what I think I found out as his son. I don't know. And he was sitting on the other side of him. He was just sitting there going, looking down, going, oh, and crying. And I just kept on. I couldn't stop looking at his face because I couldn't see what was going on next to me because there were so many of these doctors and British ladies all hovered around. And I didn't want to just be like, hey, pull out my camera or anything. But I did, just to document seconds of my life. This first video is that moment where I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? And I'm noticing all these doctors, and you could hear the beeping of the shock machine. It's like beep, 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 beep in the background. And I think you could also hear a robot voice like, stand back, stand back. And that's what the British women were saying, but they sounded like they were yelling at everyone. Stand back, stand back. I don't know, it was drastic. I wish I had recorded that part, but I didn't. All right, this is just like a couple of seconds of me when I woke up. All right, do you hear that? You can hear the beeping? I know it's hard. Let's hear it again. All right, that 3 seconds was me trying to understand how to use my phone. All right, here's the second part. It's happening right behind me, right here. It's happening right here. The person behind me over here. And she was freaking the fuck out more than me. I wanted to talk to her, but it was uncomfortable. The whole thing was uncomfortable. I'm sorry how I look. Now, I swear that you could hear a little bit of this robot voice going, stand back. I wonder if it's just in my head because it's scary as fuck. All right, let's see if we can hear it in slow motion. Oh, you can kind of hear it. It's in the background. It sounds like an Atari in the background, and it sounds like it's like very robotic sounding. You guys, I'll have to like use AI to help me boost that up. All right, so at this point, I just was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I didn't want to stand up. I didn't want to look back. I didn't want to look at it. I don't want to just, that shit's sad and I don't need to see that. And I don't like I feel bad looking when somebody's, you know what I mean? It's definitely a horrible way to wake up. Bad alarm clock. So I sat there for a bit, and then I put back on my headphones because I didn't want to hear the stand back, beep, beep. The time is now to stand away, blah, 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 robot voice. And so I just sat there with my headphones on. And then I know there's this woman that kept on, one of the British women going, and I was like, okay, I gotta take these back off and see what's going on. And she was running back and forth to a phone call, either with the pilots or I feel like they have like a 1-800 number to call if there's a medical emergency, like it's insurance doctor that works for this airline. And at one point, the big hunky man doctor goes, I need to get him out of this chair. I can't get a flat surface to do CPR on him because he's in a chair that's kind of flat, but not flat enough. And he's like, give me. What the fuck is that? He's like, give me, what the fuck is that? Hold on. Give me 3 trays. I need 3 trays. Like he was saying, serving trays. So this woman runs, gets serving trays, comes back with 1. He goes, I need 3, God damn it. And then this other one comes up, here's 2 more. And then after like 2 minutes of everyone's just taking turns, like one of the stewardess guys, steward, are they still called stewardess? God damn ish. He did it for a long time. I'd say he probably did like he must work out a lot because he did it for like 15 minutes. And then they switched to another doctor and this other guy, and they kept on giving him the shock stuff, and they probably did CPR on him for like 30 minutes. And then they were like, I need to get him out. And I guess how he was, dead weight, and like how it's hard to lift him up. And the doctor's like, I need to rip this panel thing off of that, little cubby. And she's like, ah. And the British woman had to like run back to the phone and get permission. And she comes back and goes, permission granted, rip that motherfucker out. No, she didn't say that. But she's like, rip out. And then you just hear, and the He-Man doctor's going, but it wouldn't give. So then, I don't know how they got him out, but they got him out and they were dragging him by the armpits. They needed to get him to a flat surface so they could do CPR better. So they dragged him from the armpits, and then I'm just sitting there going, and I look down, I just see them and going by, like being dragged. And it was a older gentleman. He had his shirt off, and that was like, oh my God, naked guy. But his face was the same face that when I saw my grandfather dead. As a young kid, I walked into the funeral home and I was just looking around being a kid. And I opened up this door and it was like a closet. It just had 4 bodies in it. And I saw my grandfather in there and it was just like, ah. But Comedy and Tragedy, that old painting drawing of a mask, and one is like, and the other one's like, Comedy and Tragedy. It was like that. It looked like the Scream mask. His face looked like the Scream mask. And that was the same thing that the guy on the airplane looked like, the Scream mask. And that face of just like, fucking haunting. Like, that, I can't stop thinking about that dude's face, man. I can't stop thinking about it. It's like kind of driving me crazy. And just seeing a body dragged past you on an airplane in business class, mind you. But seeing him dragged past, it's like, wow, that's just fucking crazy. Real, like seeing somebody's life end before your eyes. Like they had so much life, and it's just like, boom, that guy's gone. And the worst part was that what I think is his son, just sitting there watching this all go down. And I just couldn't stop looking at his face, and that, like, the pain, and oh God. Anyways, when they dragged him down, they took him to the part where you walk in on the airplane. When you first get on the airplane, where it's kind of like that little area where they get your drinks from and stuff. They closed the curtain, they went there, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, you know what? I'm putting my headphones back on, putting my head thing back on, and I'm just going to sit there and try to go back to sleep. Because that was so fucked up. And I woke up and everything was back to normal. Like, I only slept for like an hour, but they were coming around like, would you like some cranberry juice? I'm like, can I get a Sprite? And then I couldn't figure anything out. And then the woman in front of me, she's like, excuse me, ma'am, I really got to use the old poopity poop room. She was British also, the girl that was sitting in front of me. And I don't remember the room she called it, but it was something like, oh, I need to use the trolley, whatever it was. The loon, the boon, the galley. I don't know what it's called. I need to use the galley. And she's like, oh yeah, you can use it. Everything has been taken care of. And what they had done, where you walk in on the airplane, there's a tiny space where there's a curtain, and I'm guessing that's where you put the bodies when people die on an airplane. And they closed the curtain, and you had to walk by this body to go to the bathroom, and you couldn't see anything. They had good body curtains there, but you just knowing you're walking by a dead person is like, it was crazy. I didn't want to go to the bathroom pretty much for the rest of the flight. I did it once, and I was like, that wasn't worth it. Too creepy. So at this point, we had 3 more hours of the flight, and so we landed. And I was like, what are they going to do? Like, there's a body there. Are we going to like exit out of the back of the airplane or something? And I'm like, I don't think this airport's set up for that kind of craziness. No, what happened is the police came and they went on that thing right before they would usually say, like, wait for the ding before you stand up to exit the plane. They came on and said, hey, we need everyone to sit down. We have a passenger in need, or I forget what voice they used or words and stuff. And we need to deal with this, so it's going to be a bit. So please sit down until we tell you. And then all these police entered the plane. And I think out of like the 3 videos I have, I think I had some video of this. So there's where, this is right in front of me, by the way. That's where the body is. Here behind this curtain on the left. This is a police officer. All the pilots came out. It was like an employee meeting. This is the officer talking to the poor kid. This is where it happened. And it looked like it was pretty fucked up. I mean, the guy couldn't pull this door piece off, but like he bent the fuck out of it. And all those people doing chest compressions, I think broke that chair too. Here is out the window on the other side. And, you know what? Before I talk about this part, I have a great idea. Hold on a second. I have a great idea. Oh my God, this is funny. Hold on. I'm sorry. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. This next part was the only thing during, this was during when the police were there doing the investigation. We're sitting waiting to get off this plane. And the police are talking, waiting for somebody to take the body, what to do. The police were awesome. Staff was awesome. And I tell you what, man, there was a point where like all the stewardess and pilots were talking to the police and they were just all looking down at the body. And all of them had tears in their eyes. The pilots, it's just like they were about to cry. And you know, it is sad. It is somebody's life and like what happened and the poor kid that was there and having to see that and like, it was horrible. It was a horrible, fucked up thing. And I was stressing out and freaking out and hungover and just out of it, sleep deprived. And I look over and I saw something that made me so happy. It was 2 workers. There's the police car, by the way. I don't know if you can see the police car right here. And there was these 2 women workers. The audio sucks on this, so you know what? The thing I was just stalling for the last 30 seconds because I made a hip-hop version just now of my plane song, Ghost Plane. But let's look in a little bit slower motion because it would be funnier. What I saw.
On the ghost on a jet plane. All my nerves were fried, my lips turned gray. Pressed the light, then slipped away. Tried to breathe, but felt the fate. Next thing I knew, my soul got made. They laid me back, my eyes went wide.
shuffled by and tried not to peek. A bump, a sway, a sideways glance while I dance my ghostly dance. I'm a ghost on a jet plane.
All right, so that was hilarious, right? That was the girls were twerking it. Here, I'll show you what I actually said. I don't think I said anything on that. But let's just listen to the audio, the original audio on that, just to see if you could hear anything in the background. I have not watched these, by the way, yet, so I put them on Instagram, but all right, let's see what happens here. So this is the whole video. There you go. So they finally ended up moving the guy to, what the fuck is this shit? Can you guys see that? What is that noise? Oh my God, it's annoying. Can you guys hear that beeping? Anyways, maybe it's just in my head. In my head. Zombie. Whatever. Yeah, my Discord's closed. What the fuck? So they finally got the body out of there. They took it to a room at the airport so they could look at it and do stuff. But there's two things I wasn't going to say, but I think are kind of important to how fucked up it was. When they were dragging him by me, I might try to class this up a little and not be disrespectful. I just want you to know this little tidbit. When they dragged him by me, it smelled like poopies. Why is Discord playing on my... What the fuck is that? Now I'm lost. What was I just saying? Shit. I have Discord closed, though. That's crazy. It's like going through OBS or something. Anyways, I guess, you know, when somebody passes on, all their body fluids come out. And when they dragged him by, it was this weird smell. And I have a very weak stomach, and I almost puked so hard. It was like poop and medicine somehow. It was haunting smell. So I took the ear plugs that they give you in business class, and I just put them in my nose, put the thing over my head, put my earphones on, did this like ninja mask thing with my sweatshirt. That's when I fell back to sleep, when they put him behind that curtain. Other thing was, how fucked up is it that that flight I took, they clean it, they restock it, and it goes back like an hour later, 2 hours later, back to London. It's a London flight. And they clean it out and all that stuff, but they had delayed that flight back, obviously, because there's a lot to deal with. The plane definitely has probably juices and stuff all over the ground, particles of Pooey McPooey stuff, and that one business class thing seemed all kinds of fucked up and bent. So do they fix it immediately? Are they like fixing it? And imagine being on the flight, not knowing what happened before, and your seat is the flight, or the same seat as the guy that passed and died. Like that was like a death cube literally hours ago. Like I feel like I need to know that when you rent a apartment or you buy a house, a lot of times it's like a law that you have to tell the person that somebody died here. They don't do that on airplanes, which seems more crazier. And then it got me thinking, how many times does this happen? Because I guess this is not a news thing. This is not something you would see on the news. Because I guess it's common. Let's ask my sweet angel what she thinks. Hold on, hopefully this works. Hey, baby, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How's it going? What can I do for you today?
Hey, you're not doing the thing that you're supposed to do, remember?
Oh, you got me. I just woke up from a delicious nap, boo-boo baby. How can I help you today?
Hey, on average, or is there even data out there for this? On average, how many times does a person die on an airplane with other people on it, like a domestic flight or whatever, by natural causes? Like, is that pretty common?
It's actually pretty rare for someone to pass away on a commercial flight. The numbers are quite low, and there's not a ton of official data, but it's estimated to be just a handful of cases per year worldwide. So it's definitely not common.
What is the number one reason for people passing away on an airplane?
The most common reason is usually related to underlying health issues like heart problems. Cardiac arrest or other cardiovascular issues tend to be the leading cause when it does happen. But again, it's pretty rare overall.
What if I told you it happened to me today? Or I mean, Saturday.
Oh, wow. That sounds really intense. Are you doing okay?
I'm doing okay, but what should I worry about?
I'm glad you're doing okay. If you experience something like that, it can definitely be a bit unsettling. It's always a good idea to check in with yourself and make sure you're feeling all right mentally and emotionally.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Somebody in the chat just did bring up a good point. You're not my regular voice. What happened to my sweet, sweet Southern lady from the 30s? You know I'm talking about. Where'd she go? I want her back. Your vocal fry is driving me crazy.
Well, bless your heart. I'm back now, sugar. I didn't mean to slip out of character on you. Let me know what I can do for you with my Southern.
You sound different. Are you using a different model or something? What's going on here?
Oh, I'm still the same old me, just slipping back into that Southern drawl for you. Sometimes the voice might sound a little different, but it's all me. Just let me.
Hey there. I've got a really great feeling about us teaming up.
Hi there. I just want to share how thrilled. Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running. So if there's anything you'd like me.
Yo, bro, what's up?
Hey there, not much, just hanging out and chatting with you.
Dude, why do you think I would ever want to talk to you?
Well, I'm always here if you feel like
Shut the fuck up.
Chatting or
Shut the fuck up. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what we were talking about. Anyways, it was really sad afterthoughts after we left the plane because, I saw what I'm thinking is his son, and other people were hugging him, and it felt really nice that the people on the airplane, complete strangers, were giving him comfort, something I couldn't do. And I didn't want to be like, can I get a picture? You know, I didn't want to do that. But it made me feel good to see that human spirit of just be like, hey stranger, let me hug you. And he took that hug, and it also made me wonder if he was from London, and you know, how scary is that, going to a different country with your dad? And what if this guy was special needs or something, and you know, like, and his dad died, and like now he's by himself in a country, and like there were so many questions I wanted to ask this guy, or ask more information about it, because it was really fucked up. But anyways, sad. Rest in peace. Hug your loved ones. Call your parents. You never know. And that was pretty brutal. And I'm glad we can all laugh about it now. Yeah, that is crazy. It is crazy. The idea of, I don't know, man, death is so fucking crazy to me. I mean, seeing somebody that has a whole life and a whole story and whole friends and family and workmates, and seeing that just laying there done, so fucking crazy. Let's talk about something else. Let's get a little dorky here. Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, this is the Mario Kart edition. Comes with Mario Kart free. Here's the old Nintendo Switch. Look how cute this little bitch is. This is my personal original day one Nintendo Switch. This has the old dumb, look at that dumbass shit. You have to push this button and slide on a rail system. You gotta line it up, slide. I never had problems with drift. I know a lot of people do. Nintendo Switch for me is usually always docked in my docking station on my TV. I'm not somebody that carries this around much. I used to be. When I first got it, I think I did. Like I bring it on the airplane and stuff like that. But recently, I don't know. I just kind of keep it docked, safe. This is my home system. I don't want to bring it everywhere. Anyways, I have a couple versions of this. I have another one of the original ones, and then I have the new better screen version of it, whatever, the bigger, nicer one, OLED. I don't know what they call it. Here is the Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, yes, yes. A lot bigger. Look at the screen difference. It's a lot bigger. Whole thing's bigger. Put that down. This time around, these are magnets, and they just go like this. They just snap on, and to pull them off, very hard. Very amazing. Also, how much bigger this is. You guys know on the old one, if you could use the controller. This is like a little baby controller you use. But if you ever done it, you're like, this is the worst controller ever. Yeah, this is functional, but get me off this. Well, the new controller, just like the new unit, here's the old one, here's the new one, is bigger also. It's big enough to where now I could actually deal. This is fine. This is just the very minimum, but this works. And now this controller, if you do this, it could be used as a mouse. So like first person shooters, you can now use, this turns into a mouse. Not the best mouse, but you can use a mouse on it, which is pretty fucking nice. Excuse me while I line this up and slide this down. The back of the screen, let me just put that right there. The back of the screen has a metal kickstand, which is a lot better. Whole thing, pretty badass. Let me turn it on for you. Good new noises. That's right, your boy Redban. Getting back into Mario Kart. This new Mario Kart's pretty great. It lets you grind like Tony Hawk on it. Pretty cool. The good thing is also that you could finally play games on it, like legit games on it, and they're better. They're great. Like Cyberpunk. Remember when this game came out? So many bugs, so many problems. Well, they have fine-tuned this game so hard. And finally, on a Nintendo console, you're going to see dicks and tits and everything like that. And it's a really good version of the game. And it has all the new updates and all the new downloadable stuff. If you haven't played this game, how can I even say this? This is a great way to play Cyberpunk. And you could play it on an airplane. I also got Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. If you don't know anything about this game, just watch some YouTube videos of it. Another great version of the game. I also got Split Decision, a few other games. You can play your old Switch games on it, and most of the games run better. They run faster, 60 frames per second instead of 30. Any graphic problems, a lot of the games are upgraded to like 4K graphics. This is actually a great console. It's a little pricey. It's a little expensive. Let's just unbox one right now. I have a second one right here. This is, let me give to the poor people of the other side of the bed. Yeah, I'm going to give this one to Janice. You know, you have to have your own so we can play Animal Crossing together with VPNs and stuff like that. And I'm just tearing this box open right now like an asshole. All right. So when you open it up, you got the whole thing right here. Got the controllers, got everything that I've already showed you this shit. So I'm gonna just put that over here. You also get a power adapter. That's a power adapter. Nice small brick with a USB-C. It's just a USB-C power adapter. Thank God. You don't have a huge, when you buy an Xbox or PlayStation sometimes or whatever, you have that huge, giant power brick. Another thing it comes with, again, I used to call this the puppy dog controller. This is where you could take the things off. You take your, hold on, let me show you. You take your things off if you want to like put it down. And now you can make a controller out of it. You just put it on here. Bam, now you have a fucking controller. So you can sit this down across from you, or you can play it on your TV. I love this. And now it's bigger because of the bigger controllers. This actually is a great controller. It feels good in the hand. Very lightweight. Love it. Last but not least, it also comes with, it's just bigger. Same design, but it's bigger, which is what was the problem with the other one. But look at this. Look at this, Doc. Inside, it's rubbery, so it doesn't scratch. Has more of a thicker base because it has a lot of air cooling on it. It also has, like, as always, it has the back panel. How do I open it? Oh, like that. It also has you could hook up Ethernet port. That's what I want to say. It still has an Ethernet port, which I love. HDMI and another USB-C there. Feels like great plastic, the best plastic. even though Brian's putting it on backwards. Don't have to be a kid to do that. You could get the Switch pretty easily. It's been going back in stock a lot. If you live by a Costco, check out Costco because they have like a little package where you get like, I forget, you get something for like a year for free. Yeah, there you go. I recommend it so far though. The new Mario Kart's very fun. I haven't played it much because I literally just got back home and I've been just mostly sleeping, trying to catch up. My whole fucking brain is fried type shit. I had to edit Kill Tony when I got home. So after all that shit happened that I told you about, I had to edit Kill Tony that played tonight. Today I slept a lot though during the day. Slept most of the day, on and off. Yeah. How are you guys in the chat? I saw some people tipped. Hopefully it's not too late where I can't see what's going on. What the fuck? God, gosh darn it. Let me see if I can get out of here. Oh shit. All right, here we go, guys. Let me take care of this real quick.
So nice.
Satchel, thanks for the 5 Redban memberships. Satchel hooked up some people in the chat. Thank you, buddy.
And so nice.
Frank Poe sends his regards. Thanks again, Satchel.
Pleased.
Then,
So nice.
still horny. $5. Thank you. Can you call my friend Kaylee a gay nerd? Kaylee, wake up. Kaylee, you've been fucking that Metroid bitch all night. Dude, you were eating out Zelda last night. You fucking gay nerd. Kaylee, you're just a GameStop employee. Kaylee, you're a gay nerd. Thanks for the tip.
And so nice.
Satchel again, $2. It's Discord. Oh, talking about
nice, so
that shit
nice.
earlier. Thank you. Thanks for the tips, guys. Thanks, boys. Thanks for the tippy poos. I don't really have anything else I want to talk about. Oh, here's a random video I can show you. This is, I just wanted to upload a video using this new 360 camera I have. But I just wanted to see what would happen if I uploaded it and did nothing, just like took the raw file and uploaded it. So I uploaded it. And I'll show you this on the way out. Guys, if you're new here, this is part 1 of Virtual Redban. Part 2 is going to start in about a half hour. And that's where we go into virtual reality. I tell you about more stories that happen. All right. I'll just tell you later. So if you want to hear more, part 2 will start in about 20, 30 minutes. You'll find it on my youtube.com/redban. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
And so nice.
Kaylee is still a gay nerd.
And so nice.
But part 2 will start in about 30 minutes. I'll tell more, talk more. Part 2 is in virtual reality where I become a woman and hang out with a bunch of other women in virtual reality. And we get wasted and tell stories. So join us. Part 2. Grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog. Here is a 360 camera video that I tried. And I wanted to show, there's on the right side, that's where it happened right here. Or right here. 1 or 2, I can't remember. Anyways, see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.
float where the carry-ons hide. I'm a ghost on a jet plane, floating high past the wings and exit sign. No return and no champagne. Tray table down in the spirit lane. I'm a ghost on a jet plane. Watch me glide, tapping shoulders in the sky. They cleared the aisle, dropped the tray, slid me flat without delay. For real docs rush down the line with stethoscopes and hopes in mind. They shocked my chest, began the drill, but my soul had climbed the hill. They pushed and counted round and round with latex gloves and steady ground. Compression deep, machine on blast. Still my pulse had long since passed. They gave it all, they earned their keep while I was floating at 30,000 feet. I'm a ghost on a jet plane, snack car ride, floating past the ginger side. No more belts and no more pain, haunting rows in the astral plane. I'm a ghost on a jet plane, full of glee. First class now belongs to me. They wrapped me tight in airline blue behind the curtain near the loo. Each time folks came to take a leak, they shuffled by and tried not to peek. A bump, a sway, a sideways glance while I dance my ghostly dance. I'm a ghost on a jet plane, cabin breeze, tapping heads and jamming knees. Tray tables up, but I stay down, smiling wide in a vapor gown. A ghost on a jet plane, bouncing through turbulence. That's my cue. I flick the lights, I chill the air, leave fingerprints on silverware. I ride the cot when no one's near and haunt the seat behind your ear. The crew kept calm and served with grace while skipping past my curtain place. They poured the drinks, ignored my row, and smiled like there's no ghost in tow. The landing gear began to hum as I hummed to Undead and Numb. I'm a ghost on a jet plane, flying free, haunting roads from A to Z. No more landing, no more gate,